I move. Where's the move? Alright guys, this is something else. Hello and welcome to Nation Fan TV. And I'm reacting to this how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players. 9 players. 2 of them released. And then 7 of them, 1 of them transfer listed, and 6 contracts will not be renewed. Was this a good thing? Was this a bad thing? Well, stick around and find out. I'll talk about each of them, plus Lee Baxter. If you are new to this channel, in this channel we speak everything Kaizer Chiefs, so do make sure to leave your comment down on the comment section below, letting me know what you think of this. Remember to be respectful. After all, you are allowed to have your opinion. I'm allowed to have my opinion, so let's talk about it like grown adults, and also make sure to leave a like so that YouTube can spread it to more people like you. If you enjoy this content, also make sure to subscribe to this channel. Now let's go. Daniel Akpeyi, contract expired. Really, I wasn't expecting his contract to be renewed. I made another video about players that Chiefs were going to either renew their contract or not, and Akpeyi is one of those players that I didn't think was gonna get his contract renewed. I mean, his age as well, and when it comes to options that we have 2 goalkeepers, Peterson no Vuma. Ukune, we will talk about Indabaga Kune later on, so stick around. But Indabaga yokuthi we have Vuma, and also we have Peterson, and then Ukune, for now we're talking about him in the sense of being a player at Chiefs, could also be that assistant who's just there. And I'm sure Guti, the boys from reserve team, they're also there to be backups. Because another thing that you need to think about is Guti, this mass exodus is not just about freeing up space, but it's also about freeing up money, so that we do not end up violating FIFA's financial fair play. So release some players, make sure you open up wages for other players or salaries, because that's how it works. You need to pay players who come into your team. And to move on to Indabaga Cardoso. Before say Cardoso, Indabaga Akpeyi, I don't know where he's going, but I think goalkeepers have a longer career than normal players. So you might find him playing for Sekhukhune next season. They do have a good keeper. I don't know why when I think of random teams I just go to Sekhukhune. But it's not finished, because if we're being honest, Akpeyi is not a bad keeper, right? He's a good keeper. He communicates with the players. He organizes the defense very well. So it's in no way a reflection of what he's horrible as a keeper, but it's just that his time at Chiefs is over because of his age, and also the fact that we have options, and the fact that we need to free up some wages. And then Daniel Cardoso. Daniel Cardoso is one of those people I was like, okay, I expected this, but I would have expected Matoho before Cardoso, if you understand what I mean. Because both of them make high-profile mistakes. They make high-profile mistakes that, in a sense, are like unexpected from players of their experience, you understand? Because you're expecting Cardoso to be the ones to help the other guys in the backline. Let's be organized, let's do this. I would think be a Wowen's mistake, but it's also in no way saying Cardoso is finished. No, he's not finished. He could still go to Swallows and still have a brilliant career. He could still go to Royal AM and have a good career, because Cardoso, when it comes to can he play the ball, yeah, he can play the ball, but inkinga yakhe enkulu lama mistakes lakhe lana hleze wenza. Because South Africa, I touched on this again on another video, ukuthi iball is so slow, so it's not like you need the quickest defenders, you understand? So if you're playing iball in a level that is a bit lower, let's say in a team that's not really fighting for a top 8, teams that are just fighting for staying in the Premiership, then Cardoso will be okay. So you could see him finding a team within the next few days, because I mean, finding a player of Cardoso's quality, if you are, for example, Swallows, TS Galaxy, cheaper, options. There are many options for Cardoso, but for Chiefs, nah fam. Bese kuzoba okay. Oka Akpeyi angazi ukuthi why engavelanga wa-release. Maybe it would have been more expensive to release him. I think that's an obvious answer. Ukuthi it would have probably been expensive to release him, but he's on transfer listed. I don't see a team that will come for Akpeyi, you know, because I don't even know how much they will sell him for. Or say we formally it's in good team, teams that we have a relationship with, like I don't know, Swallows. If we're doing a defensive midfielder, then we can send him out on loan until, you know, the contract expires with Chiefs. But it's good to just put it out there. Good to know we are done with this guy. And also, if you know things about transfers, you would know, Guti, if a player is transfer listed, then by default their price is lower. Let's say Akumu was worth 10 million, but then Chiefs transfer list him. If value all of a sudden will be halved, because now the team that's buying knows, okay, they are desperately trying to sell him, so let's try to get him on a bargain. Unlike a player who's not for sale, then it's harder to get that player. So Chiefs is also making it easier for people who could want Akpeyi to play for them. And don't be surprised if usuqala umbona eteamini ezopromotwa next season ngoba kusazoba nama-playoffs and playing good football. Could happen. This is football. Nothing is guaranteed. And then Baccus, I made a video, maybe linking it up here, yeah, about Baccus. So I'm calling about Baccus and Qedile, and some people didn't like it. But just to give you a summary, some of the things that I said to Guti, Baccus is a terrific player. He's good going forward, but Magiwe Mumva. Oh, not yet to Huru. And Mauzo Lala, Ibola, Magu, Light Chiefs, Asibona, Ngatifunugia Corner. You're gonna need a player who's complete, especially my Lala as number 6. Must be able to get the ball back and then build up. Ungalove Maguta Snapball. Biba present, no snapball. And also the Velegna signings that the Chiefs is eyeing. And also Mabuga Bonkela Badal that are being released. They are all contributing towards lowering the average squad age. Manyama, Homunye Jumdali, Esat, I will take some 10 because we do that. We just see, oh, we're Europe, okay. You know, we do that. It's Moshimali. And he had his moments, Shem. No, but he had his moments, but then it was just, you didn't see where does he end up fitting, especially kule system kazwana. Anga mention injuries are just their own issue. You understand? Kuna leo issue injury, kuna leo issue ukuthi umdala, but ikhona nokuthi performance wise ububona here and there ukuthi udlalile la wadlala lapha, but sometimes kube dead. So kugcine sewuyibuza ukuthi okay, these experienced players that we have, kahle what are they giving us? And then you feel stupid for saying, hey, no Manyama, no Lebo. Get players while they're hot, like what we did or what we have done with Dupree. Get them while they're hot. Don't wait for them to go to Europe, then come back, because we've seen it happen. Udoliga so far hasn't disappointed us, but with other players, they tend to do exactly that. So it's basically a first step in rectifying mistakes of the past. One of the steps, releasing Manyama, and not renewing his contract. Castro, we've been here before. He's not gonna fit his ball Gazwane. Not mobile, Nasepoleni. Yena better than Nurkovic when it comes to club baller, but he's gonna force each Chiefs to do exactly what Zwane said he doesn't want to see. Play ball over the top, drop down, the midfielders run into it. Actually, baller that I'm saying is bad football and it shouldn't be played, because some teams play it and it works. And you can play it from time to time, especially if you're playing against a team that's pressing you. But if that's your number one way of attacking, then and having Castro and Nurkovic Vele do that, I ain't Vele. Force Vele to play that kind of football. If unomdlalo grounding and you are not utilizing him, then basically you are wasting talent that you have at your disposal. So my Castro, bye bye. And also while we're at that, I'm injured. asingayikhulumi ne-age ulimala njalo and usemdala, so you know ukuthi vele it's not gonna get any better. You understand that it's just gonna get worse because he's older. Nurkovic angifuni ukumbiza nge-one season wonder, but naye uhlulekile ungangiprove wrong ayingeke, cause bathe sebembambile ukuthi this is how he plays, then asiphindanga sambona, and then he gets frustrated at the end of the games where he's not playing well and all that stuff. Don't be surprised if Royal AM signs him, because Uletswalo might be on his way out from Royal AM. Could go to Chiefs, it could go to I don't know where, but ungasurpriseki if ubona Nurkovic ehamba Royal AM efika shama goal. I won't be shocked because we've seen ukuthi he does have that ability to finish. Just put the ball la azolidinga khona kuukuthi ke kwi-Chiefs ayingeke. Yikho ngize ngasho in the other when I was talking about Castro ukuthi Castro is a better ball player than Nurkovic, and if Uzwane is saying indlela esizodlala ngayo ukuthi abantu kumele bakwazi ukudlala ball, then it speaks for itself. Nurkovic is not a better ball player than Castro, so if Castro leaves, then how can Nurkovic stay? Not to mention good Guayana this season bengalimali, hayi ubevela limali. Enjoying this video, leave a like and subscribe. What do you think? Comment down on the comment section below. Kambole, hey, back to Kambole. I thought Kambole was gonna come back next season. I thought he was gonna be given another chance, but I guess if you sign Ashley Dupree younger, just as quick if not quicker than Kambole, you know, then it's basically Kambole. You're basically saying goalkeeper uDupree uzofaka uKambole. So kahle mawudlala ibhola, you cannot play with the quicker player, and then second half told bebemagile quicker player wakho, then your solution, your bright idea is bringing in another quicker player. You see, it doesn't make sense. So you must have different kinds of players in your squad. Awukwazi ukuthi ube nemxusha nje istrikers zakho zonke zinde zo3, which means if the other team plays taller players as well, that means you will not be able to play anything because they will just block your crosses because they know ukuthi uzodlala ama-cross. Kanti if wazi ukuthi okay uzofika udlalise uDupree, and then if it doesn't work with Dupree, thatha uKamu umfake phakathi nendawo, sesidlala ibhola manje sesibashaya wide. All of a sudden it's a different kind of problem. So you cannot just sign Dupree and then keep Kambole. It makes sense to me because Kambole has been given plenty of chances, especially under Uzwane manje. Even in previous coaches, I know he wasn't a regular starter, but there's something that you need to understand. Akekho umdlalo vela bench nje kwesinye isikhathi coach abawu4 abahlukene, uMentendorp, uBaxter, uHunt, uZwane, bonke nje bambench. Even when he gets a chance against Uzwane, enikeza uZwane a chance ekhombisa ukuthi uyamthemba, and then umuntu doesn't show up, then you're not expecting ukuthi when we're rebuilding that player would be back. Doesn't make any sense. And Lee Baxter, Lee Baxter, I honestly don't know what happened. Is it a footballing decision or is it a personal decision? They didn't clarify. And this is why I talk about Ukune. Okay, fine. Before school Ukune, Baxter, if the decision is based also on the fact that walwa noNgcobo and maybe bekusene izinto bengakalungiswa lapho, then a club, I would guess they would side with uNgcobo because he's more of an asset than Baxter unga replace. You understand that? Because uNgcobo have just signed him, so you're not gonna have a player or say nama season ambalwa uncomfortable in a team just because there is this goalkeeper coach who can be replaced by Itomele Mkhune. Because I see Ukune getting to that position, and I would be happy to see him because he's been a loyal servant. He's been good for Chiefs. Oh my God, the more memories that we have. Kumbula when we were saying Atulimele when we were playing against Sundowns. I forget the year. Excuse the noise. Atulimele sasi lalele no kokeretwe. Just the story that match. So ngangal book Paul Wangenakis, and then not how Kune. Ngathukuna ulimele abaze ke nawo vele ikhumalo babememezela njani Paul. Kodwa nangu ukhuna uyavuka futhi. Those memories, the childhood memories, ukhumbula ukhona doing all those things, saving ama-penalty, nje World Cup edlala, ama-distributions akhe. It would be good to see him pass those skills to Vuma and other goalkeepers abazoza kwi-Kaizer Chiefs. So indaba ka Lee Baxter, I don't see it as a loss as well. Whether it's a footballing decision or it's a personal decision, I wouldn't know. So okay, Lee Baxter is gone, so bye-bye Lee. And this one, the last one, is probably the one that boom, I'll pause is maybe some people are divided. Why release Zuma? Chiefs have failed Zuma. No, we haven't. And I've seen even other people talking about Zwane also took drugs, but Chiefs kept him. Yeah, but Zwane did it once, got caught, and then disciplined. But Uzuma has been like, he did just come back from Indabaya rehab and being sorted out in that man. And the next thing you know, you play against Wafa, against Stellenbosch. One niggas game time, I think against Arrows. One niggas though one and impacting out. And then he came and played against Cape Town City, and then the next thing he does, we're humble opposed. It's a problem fair to Vele that it's deeper that there's some details that we don't know about, but it's sad to see it happen. But sometimes to as a viewer, just as a fan, but think of it this way: what if you had a business? I have a business, and in your business there's an employee who's good at their job, right? But then they keep on coming to work drunk, let's just say that, or they keep on beating up other employees. What do? First of all, you sit them down, you talk to them, you try to get them help. They do it again. What do? Maybe you say, okay, everyone deserves a second chance. But then if you keep on tolerating such behavior, then what you are doing is you are encouraging the other players as well. In a way, you're not saying, hey, go ahead, do it. But if other players are watching and they're like, okay, why are they doing this? Because at the end of the day, the club has standards, has rules that are supposed to be followed, you understand? And when Dumisani Zuma wears that Kaizer Chiefs jersey, he's not just representing Kaizer Chiefs as a club, he's also representing the fans, which are divided or who are divided, but he's also representing Vodacom, he's also representing Nike, he's also representing Toyota. Now, you need to understand that there are a lot of things that are in play here, because it's not just now about Kaizer Chiefs or Zwane wanting to keep him, but it's now about everyone else who's involved and how this behavior is affecting the entire team and how the club is run. Because what you're doing by accepting such behavior, you set a precedent that now everyone can look at and say, okay, I drank once and I was fired. That now means the team is biased, you know. And Vele, some people will say, Vele players are not equal, Zuma is quality. But then if you base your rules and regulations, if you base your standards on how good a player is, then you're creating mayhem, because that means now before you make a decision about someone who's breaking rules, you need to check how good they are. And the moment you do that, you are basically saying, as long as you are good enough, we can tolerate you this much. But if you're not good enough, or you are new to the team, or you are not that great of a superstar, then you can do whatever you want. Then you will find players continually doing things and getting away with them, because they will know Guti, nothing is gonna get close to them. And I wish Uzuma Vele all the best with his future endeavors, and because he's such a wonderful talent, there is no two ways about it. He is a good player. You can play him anywhere across the front three and he will deliver. And he's one of those players that I expect Royal AM to snatch. I really do. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I expect Royal AM to get maybe 2 or 3 players that Chiefs has just released is probably Cardoso, Nurkovic, and Zuma. They could go there and they could be stars. And yeah, man, it's a painful thing to see, but because at the end of the day, Vele, his issues, drinking problems, it's not just a small thing. Discipline. About there's that thing, but some people need help more than others, because I won't sit here and be hypocrite and say, because I don't know what he's going through, So I really wish him all the best going forward, and I hope really he finds help, because you never know. Some people suffer with mental health issues, and the only solution they see is the bottle. So I'm not an expert, I just feel for him. But having said that, what do you think about all these players who were released by Chiefs? Let me know down in the comment section below. And also like this video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, man. Turn on the notifications so that next time when I post the video, I enjoyed making this video. I hope you also enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. And until such time as that, remember, equals Alpelo Moy. Bam!